On these old Imprezas, you have this really ugly molding on the side of the car. It leaves a bunch of holes along the side of it that we gotta fill somehow. We're gonna weld it shut, we're gonna grind it down, Bondo it, sand it. Randall's gonna walk us through the whole nine. Randall's our new help on the channel. I'm so thankful for him. He's helping do these full restorations while I got these bolt-on builds going on and was walking through each steps of modding these newer cars. So we got two things going on now. Randall's helping us crush this. I'm learning from him on the sidelines. He's showing you guys how to do it. This has been really fun. So huge shout out to Randall. Leave him a comment. Let him know that you appreciate him down below if you learned something from today's video. So I hope you enjoy it. Let's get into it. Appreciate you and hope you have a good day. To start this process, we want to grind down all the paint as fast as we can. Get a grinder, put a flap disc wheel, it's called, on it. I have a link in the description to some stuff on Amazon that Randall uses all the time. This prepares the metal so we can start welding on it. Removing the door panel so we can get access to the inside of the door. We're going to be putting a magnet metal that we're going to be welding in there. You'll see in a second. Up in the front of the door, there's a hole that you can't get a metal plate behind, so you gotta weld a bolt into there and then grind it off, grind it down. That way you can get a flush metal surface and fill that hole. Another day on the Impreza. Randall's already got to work. Randall, what's the move for today?
Kind of the same thing as yesterday, just a few more holes to fill on the doors. I'm gonna tackle the passenger side after this and get it all bondoed and cleaned up. It should look nice by the end of today.
Can you give us a rundown, kind of what you've done here and what the plan is for all the holes on the doors?
So, kind of like I was saying yesterday with the little bolt tactic, this specific hole right here I was unable to get behind. As of like these holes right here, I can actually get to from inside of the door to where I can fit a piece of plate back there to actually tack it in, as to where that one I wasn't able to. So that's why I did that big old gaudy bolt that's sticking out. That'll be grinded down and sanded smooth, and you'll never know that it was even there.
You can see Randall placed a magnet right there to hold the piece of steel. He said it didn't really work as well as he thought it would, and he switched to using painter's tape to hold the piece of steel on the inside of the door. I'm still working on getting a new welder for the garage because this wire kept getting hung up on the tip of this thing. It's my dad's welder. It's not the nicest one ever, and it's just Randall made do with what he had, and it turned out really good. But that's why you kind of see some spotty welds. It's really not easy to work with at all. Keep in mind, you might be replacing your front fenders, so don't fill these holes unless you need to. I think Randall was just having fun with it and ended up doing these two. But we will be replacing the front fenders completely. Welds are done. Randall's gonna get the flap disc on the grinder and smooth this all out now. Quick interruption from today's video. I just want to have you pull up Instagram on your phone right now, and if you want to follow Karma Speed on Instagram, that would mean the world to me because I'm building out these products like these hats, shirts, some resources, maybe some even savings on parts. I'm working on that, so my biggest push for this year is the Karma Speed website and the brand. It would mean the world to me. I ask on Instagram because whenever I come out with new stuff or things to help you, that'd be the best place for you to find it very quickly. So when I post about it, boom, you see it. So Real quick, just wanted to let you know if you could follow us on Instagram, that would be huge. I really appreciate your time. Let's get back into the video. I've always used cardboard to mix Bondo, and Randall showed me this really cool Bondo mixing board where you just peel it off like pieces of paper. I'll leave a link in the description to Amazon. Super useful, much less mess, and you don't have to chase down cardboard or other things to mix it on because it does kind of become a pain. Get the palm sander out, get all that mass amount of Bondo off. Moving on to guide coat so you can see the high and low spots for sanding. You'll see Randall taped off a line just to keep things clean and organized. Wet sanding will get this as smooth as possible. This ended up coming out smoother than the actual paint. Checking out Randall's final work. This looks super good. It gives us an idea of what we're getting in for the final body work. The guide coat does show some of the uneven and low and high spots of the actual car just not being completely straight from the way we got it. So this gets me excited for the rest of the process. Randall, you have any things you're gonna do different on the other side? Any changes, or just kind of go through the same thing on the other side?
More or less is going through the same thing.
Was any part of it like not what you expected, or harder or easier than you thought?
No, everything went fairly smooth. It's just a little bit time consuming, but that's body work.
Have you done something like this before?
I've done little things here and there, but this necessarily, no, I haven't. First time.
It's pretty sweet for a first time, I'll tell you that. And this Bondo work always feels smoother than the actual paint, just because the way the grit he sanded that at, just for a little texture reasons for video, since you guys aren't here with us to feel it. We don't have to worry about the front fenders because these are getting a full replacement. So when we order the wide body kit, it's going to be front fenders, front bumper, and then the side skirts, and then you have a rear quarter that we do panel bond to, you glue it on basically, and then cut the arch higher, and then we'll relocate this to get rid of that look, and then it comes with a rear bumper, and then we'll mount a wing on the trunk. Going in the back here, we got some speakers up top that are really hard to get to. Randall, how do you get those out?
It's called a right angle impact attachment, I believe. It hooks up to an impact or a drill, and right here as this spins, the mechanism in here spins with it, so you can get into those tight places.
Did it smash against the window, or did it fit in there pretty easily?
It fit in there actually pretty easily.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
just came out here to check out Randall's work. Dude, Randall. The feeling of getting help on something that you just have to learn and you know it's gonna suck, and then it's just seeing it done is like, I don't know what to say. Randall, thank you. Check this out. Look at this, man. Those things are gone. Look at that. Dude, Randall's gonna get this thing all freaking smoothed up. This is gonna be like my forever Subaru. I just know it's gonna come together so sick. And I'm getting more excited every day, and having Randall do this stuff that I would love to learn right now, but I really need to focus on the quality, the content, the production, karma speed, all of the business side of it. Like, it's just a lot. I gotta tell you guys, like, the more time that goes by, things are just getting crazier over here, and it's hard to make time for everything. So to have help with this, like, I literally walk out here every day and something's done. I'm just like, dude, let's go, dude, it's sick. Building custom stuff takes way longer, which sucks, but compared to the bolt-on stuff, it's way more exciting, and to know that we're gonna have something completely unique on the street is gonna be rad. And I love to rip on my stuff really, really hard, and this car is gonna be perfect for that. Like, it's tiny, it doesn't weigh anything. We'll get a nice EJ built for it, throw a lot of boost at it, and make it really drivable. I'm getting hyped.